सो वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। तो पिछला क्लास में लोग बात किए थे एंगल और उसका बेसिक, ठीक है। वी हैव बेसिकली डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द रिलेशन बिटवीन डिग्री एंड रेडियन। ओके, सो इन आवर लास्ट क्लास वी हैव डिस्कस्ड बेसिकली अबाउट रेडियन एंड एंगल। ओके, रेडियन एंड एंगल, एंड वी हैव गॉट दिस रिलेशन पाई रेडियन इज 180 डिग्री। ओके, वी हैव गॉट दिस रिलेशन एज पाई रेडियन इज 180 degree. Okay, so before going further we shall be discussing some more question upon this, and thereafter we shall discuss more. Okay, so now let's start with some questions. Okay, so now let us start with some questions. So the very first question is, क्लास में लोग बात किए थे कि क्या है रिलेशन डिग्री और रेडियन में, ठीक है। तो हम लोग आज जो है कुछ बेसिक क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करेंगे। सो वी आर रिक्वायर्ड टू प्रूव दिस रिलेशन sin थीटा माइनस cos थीटा प्लस 1 बाई sin थीटा प्लस cos थीटा माइनस 1 is equal to 1 plus sin थीटा by cos थीटा. This question has been asked in NDA and this is one of the most important question in trigonometry. Okay, so starting with this, first of all we know the relation between sin theta and cos theta, and also between sec square theta and tan square theta. Okay, so dividing both side by cos theta we get dividing numerator and denominator by cos theta we get. Okay, dividing numerator and denominator by cos theta we get. So sin by cos is tan theta, cos by cos is 1, and 1 by sec is tan, 1 by cos is sec theta, right? Sin by cos again is tan theta, cos theta by cos theta is again 1, and 1 by cos theta is sec theta. Okay, now this can be written as tan theta plus sec theta minus 1, and this can be written as tan theta minus sec theta. So this can sin by cos, so this is cos 1 by yeah, this can be written as tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. We know that tan plus sec, so we know the relation sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So this is a square minus b square equal to 1. So this can be written as a minus b and a plus b. So this sec square theta minus tan square theta can be written as sec theta minus tan theta by sec theta plus tan theta. So we shall be writing this. Okay, so 1 can be written as tan theta plus sec theta, and this minus 1 can be written as sec theta minus tan theta, sec theta minus tan theta into sec theta plus tan theta, sec theta plus tan theta. Okay, here we write tan theta minus sec theta plus 1, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay, now you can say here tan theta plus sec theta is common in both the term. Okay, sec theta plus tan theta is common in both the terms, so it can be written as sec theta plus tan theta. Sec theta plus tan theta can be taken common, so here we write 1, here we are left with 1, and this is minus sec theta, and this is minus minus plus, so this can be written as plus tan theta, and in denominator we are left with 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta, we are left with 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta, right? So this 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta and 1 minus sec plus tan theta gets cancelled out. Okay, so we are left with sec theta plus tan theta, right? But we have to prove this 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. We have to write the answer in terms of sin and cos. So sec can be written as 1 by cos, and tan can be written as sin by cos, right? This tan can be written as sin by cos, and this sec theta can be written as 1 by cos. So by taking LCM we get as cos theta, and we are left with 1 plus sin theta, right? So this is the required RHS we are required to prove. So 1 plus sin theta by cos theta, hence proved. Okay, hence proved. So we are required to prove this identity, right? Sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 by sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 gives 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So we have proved this by using fundamental trigonometric relation. Okay, this is a fundamental trigonometric relation. By using this we have proved this relation. Okay, so hence proved 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. Hope it's clear. So this is one of the most important question in trigonometry of class 10th and of class 11th too. Okay, so this is the first question. Now we shall start with the second question. Okay, so this is the first question and we have proved this. This is this relation. Okay, now let's start with the second question. This second question is extremely important, and this question has been asked several times in JEE Mains and other competitive examination. Okay, so let's start with the next question. So the next question is we are given the question as if sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 3. We are given the question as sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 3. Then we have to find cos theta. Okay, so the question is if sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 3, we have to find cos theta, right? So we very well know these identities. Okay, so for solving this equation, we know this relation between sec and tan as we know this relation. Okay, sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, right? So this can be written as here we go. We know this relation sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. So this can be written as a square minus b square, right? A square minus b square, it is written as a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b, which is equal to 1, right? And in the question we are given that sec theta plus tan theta is nothing but 3. Sec theta plus tan theta is nothing but 3. Okay, so this sec theta plus tan theta equal to 3 can be written as 3 into sec theta minus tan theta equals to 1. So sec theta minus tan theta equals to 1 by 3. Let this equation number 1. Okay, so sec theta plus tan theta equal to 3. So sec theta minus tan theta will be equal to 1 by 3. Now see here, sec theta plus tan theta is 3 and sec theta minus here we write sec theta plus tan theta equals to 3. Add these two equations. Okay, sec theta minus tan theta is 1 by 3 and sec theta plus tan theta is 3. So on adding the two equations we get, here we write. Okay, so here we have proved that sec theta minus tan theta equal to 1 by 3 and sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 1 by 3. It's already given. Okay, sec theta minus tan theta is 1 by 3 and sec theta plus tan theta is 1 by 3. On adding the two equations we get tan gets cancelled, so sec plus sec gives 2 sec theta. Sec theta plus sec theta gives 2 sec theta and 1 by 3 plus this is 3, right? So 1 by 3 plus 3. So 3 3 is 9 plus 1 gives 10 by 3. So 2 sec theta is equal to 10 by 3. So sec theta can be written as 5 to the 10, right? So sec theta can be written as 5 by 3. So using this relation we have found the value of sec theta, but we are required to find cos theta, and we very well know that the sec theta is nothing but reciprocal of cos theta. Okay, so if sec theta is 5 by 3, so cos theta can easily be written as 3 by 5. Okay, this is the required answer. So today again we shall be dealing with sin theta. fx is equal to sin theta. तो आज हम लोग साइन थीटा के बारे में जो है पूरा कहानी पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है, कि साइन थीटा कहाँ पॉजिटिव होता है कहाँ नेगेटिव होता है, ठीक है। तो वी आर डीलिंग विद साइन ऑफ फंक्शन x मींस साइन x फंक्शन ऑफ साइन थीटा, राइट। सो इन ऑर्डर टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस साइन थीटा को समझने के लिए हम लोग इसको फिर से कंसेप्ट लगाएंगे किसका, क्वाड्रेंट का। We shall be explaining the concept of sin theta by using quadrant, right? By the concept of quadrant. So this is x-axis, this is x dash, this is y, and this is y dash. Means we are discussing the concept of sin x using quadrant system, right? Again, let this angle be theta. Let this angle be theta, and this is in first quadrant. So this is perpendicular, right? This is definitely perpendicular. This is base and this is hypotenuse, right? So we are dealing with sin theta. Let us talk about sin theta in first quadrant. So sin theta is nothing but, let this be angle x, okay? So sin x will be equals to p by h. So this is p and this is h. So p by h. We know that in first quadrant this is positive, and now definitely hypotenuse can never be negative, right? So this is also positive. So positive by positive gives positive result, okay? So in first quadrant sin theta is positive, right? In first quadrant sin theta is positive, okay? In first quadrant sin theta is positive. Sin theta is positive. Now let's come here. This is second quadrant, and so the angle will be this. In second quadrant, this is the angle, okay? This is the required angle, okay? This is the required angle. So you can see in second quadrant, definitely this is perpendicular and this is base, okay? And this is hypotenuse. So in second quadrant definitely this is positive. In second quadrant this is minus and this is plus, means x is positive and y is negative. Sorry, x is negative and y is positive. So this is y. So this is positive and this is negative. But we are required to find sin theta. So sin theta again will be equal to p by h. So here p is positive and hypotenuse can never be negative. So positive by positives gives positive result. Okay. So in second quadrant also sin theta is positive, and first quadrant sin theta is also positive. Now let's talk about third quadrant. Okay. So this is our third quadrant. Right. This is the required angle. This is the x. Okay. So in third quadrant this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. So in third quadrant both x and y both are negative. So this will be negative. This is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So here this perpendicular, this length is negative, right? In third quadrant perpendicular is negative because x is negative. We are discussing the concept of quadrant by using the concept of quadrant. So p is negative. So again here sin x will be p by h, but here it is in third quadrant. So in third quadrant x is negative and y is also negative. So this here will be negative. But hypotenuse is the square of perpendicular and base, and the square can never be negative. So hypotenuse is positive. Okay. So negative by positive gives negative result. So in third quadrant sin theta is negative. In first quadrant sin theta is positive. In second sin is positive. But in third quadrant sin theta is negative. Now in fourth quadrant, this is fourth quadrant, right? This is fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant now let's discuss about this. This is for fourth quadrant. Okay. This is the required angle. This is fourth quadrant. Okay. So in fourth quadrant again this is perpendicular and this is base and this is hypotenuse, right? Here we have plus and minus, means x is positive and y is negative. So this is y. So here y is negative. So this is negative and this is positive. Okay. So sin theta is p by h. So this is p, this is negative, and hypotenuse is this, which is positive. So negative by positives gives negative result, right? So in third and fourth quadrant, right? In third and fourth quadrant, sin theta is negative. But in first and second quadrant sin theta is positive. Here we go. In first quadrant sin theta is positive, in second quadrant sin theta is negative, in third quadrant sin theta is negative, and fourth quadrant sin theta is positive. Means in third and fourth quadrant sin theta is positive, but in first and second quadrant, second quadrant sin theta is positive. Yeah, sin x is positive, right? So first two quadrants, this is first quadrant and second quadrant, sin theta is positive, and in third and fourth quadrant, sin theta is negative. Okay. So this is the concept of sin x in quadrant system. In first and second quadrant, sin theta is positive, and in third and fourth quadrant, sin theta is positive. By using this concept, we shall be dealing some question, right? Okay. So here we go again. Suppose we are given the value of sin 44 degree, or you can say sin 40 degree. This is sin 40 degree. So if you are given value of sin 40 degree, sin 190 degree, sin 280 degree, okay? So definitely 40 degree will be in the first quadrant. This is 40 degree, okay? Definitely will be in first quadrant, and we know that in first quadrant sin theta is positive, okay? So the value of sin 40 degree will be positive because sin this 40 degree is in first quadrant, right? This 40 degree is in first quadrant, and in first quadrant sin theta is positive. So the value of sin 40 degree will be positive, right? 190 degree. So this 190 degree will be in the, this is 90 degree, this is 190 degree. So 190 will be in this quadrant, right? Means this 190 degree is in third quadrant. This 190 degree is in third quadrant, and in third quadrant sin theta is negative, and in third quadrant sin theta is negative. So the value of sin 190 degree will be negative. Now sin 280 degree. So this is 180, this is 270 degree. So 280 will be in the fourth quadrant. This 280 degree lies in fourth quadrant. This 280 degree lies in fourth quadrant, and fourth quadrant sin theta is negative. So the value of sin 280 degree will be negative, and sin 180 will be negative, because this sin 180 line is third quadrant and this sin 280 lies in fourth quadrant. So in third and fourth quadrant the value of sin theta is negative, and in first quadrant, which is sin 40 degree, will be positive, right? Now let's start with the second one. Now let's get the value of cos x theta. Okay, cos x function. We have read about sine function. In sine function, first and second quadrant is positive. Now let's discuss about cos x. Cos x is b by h, base by hypotenuse, right? Cos x is b by h. Cos x is b by h, right? So this is first quadrant again. So in first quadrant, this is y, this is y dash, this is x, and this is x dash, right? So in first quadrant, this is first quadrant. We know that here x and y both are positive. Here x is negative, y is positive. Here both are negative, and here positive, negative, right? So let's discuss about cos theta. So in cos theta, this is b by h. Cos theta is b by h. So this is b. And this is hypotenuse, right? This is hypotenuse, and this is base. Okay. So in first quadrant, definitely base is positive. In first quadrant, both x and y is positive. So cos theta will be, cos theta is b by h. Definitely cos b is positive and h is positive. So positive by positive gives positive results. Okay. So in first quadrant again, for first quadrant, cos theta is positive and sin theta is also positive, right? Now in second quadrant, this is second quadrant, right? This is second quadrant. Okay. So this base here, this base is negative, because this is negative x-axis, right? This is negative x-axis. So the value of x will be negative. X will be negative, right? So cos theta will be equals to minus b by h. So this is base and this is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse can never be negative, because hypotenuse is the sum of a square of perpendicular and base. So hypotenuse can never be, is always positive. Okay, hypotenuse can never be negative, means hypotenuse is always positive, right? So cos theta is b by h. Cos theta is b by h. Here base is negative and hypotenuse is positive. So negative by positive gives negative result. So negative by positive gives, means in second quadrant cos theta is negative. In second quadrant cos theta is negative. Now let's discuss about the third quadrant. Here we have third quadrant. And in third quadrant, we know that this is the required angle. Okay, this is the required angle. So in third quadrant, we know that both x and y both are negative. In third quadrant, both x and y are negative. So this will be negative, but this will be positive, because hypotenuse, and hypotenuse can never be negative. So cos theta will be equals to minus, cos theta is equal to b by h. So b is negative and hypotenuse is positive. Hypotenuse is positive. So negative by positive gives negative result. So in third quadrant cos theta is negative. Again in third quadrant cos theta is negative, right? Now here we go fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant both x and y is positive. Here we have the angle. Okay, in fourth quadrant both we have positive, okay, negative. So this is negative and this is also negative, so this will be positive, right? So cos theta will be equals to b by h. So this is b negative, and hypotenuse is always, cos theta is b by h. Cos theta is b by h. Okay, so negative by negative. We have another concept, but here in fourth quadrant, cos theta is positive, right? In fourth quadrant cos theta is positive. In third quadrant cos theta is negative. So in first and fourth quadrant, here we write in first and fourth quadrant. In first and fourth quadrant cos theta is positive, right? In first and fourth quadrant cos theta is positive, and in second and third quadrant cos theta is negative. Okay, In first and fourth quadrant cos theta is positive, and in second and third quadrant cos theta is negative. Okay, so let us discuss some questions related to this. Okay, in first and fourth quadrant cos theta is positive, but in second and third quadrant cos theta is negative. This is very useful concept, right? Again we are telling that in first and fourth quadrant cos theta is positive, and in third and second quadrant cos theta is negative. This concept again is very powerful, right? So before proceeding further, let's do some basics questions regarding this. Okay, so basically, so we have just read that in first and fourth quadrant, what, cos theta is positive, and in second and third quadrant, value of cos theta is negative, always negative. Okay, in third and fourth quadrant the value of cos theta is always negative, right? So suppose we are required to find cos 50 degree. Definitely this 50 degree lies in first quadrant. This 50 degree lies in first quadrant, and we know that in first quadrant the value of cos theta is positive. This 50 degree, definitely this 50 degree lies in first quadrant. Here we see, because this angle is less than, this is 90 degrees, so 50 degree will be around this angle. Okay, so this 50 degree lies in first quadrant, and in first quadrant cos theta is positive, so the value of cos 50 degree will be definitely positive, right? Now cos 290 degree, so this 290, this is 270 degree, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270 degree, so 290 will be definitely here. Okay, 290 degree will lie in fourth quadrant. This 290 degree will lie in fourth quadrant. So the value of, and we know that in fourth quadrant the value of cos theta is positive. Okay, so this cos 290 degree will be positive, right? This is positive. The value of cos 290 will be positive. Now let's go to cos 135 degree. This 135 degree lies in second quadrant. Here we see this is 180 degree, so definitely 130 will be lies in this quadrant, which is second quadrant. This 135 degree will lies in third quadrant, sorry, second quadrant, and in second quadrant the value of cos theta is negative, so the value of this cos 135 degree will be definitely negative, right? Cos 45 degree, yeah, or you can say cos 350 degree, cos 350 degree. Okay, so we have this as 180, this is 270, this is 360 degree. Okay, this is 360 degree, so 350 definitely lies in this quadrant. So this cos 350 degree lies in fourth quadrant, this 350 lies in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant the value of cos theta is positive, right? थे साइन और कोस पढ़ ले, ठीक है। ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है साइन कोस टेन का, ठीक है, ये कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम आपको जो है हर जगह काम आएगा, ठीक है, चाहे कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री हो या अलजेब्रा हो या आपको फंक्शन हो या कैलकुलस हो, ठीक है। ये जो आपका कॉन्सेप्ट है ना साइन कोस टेन का कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम का, ये आपको हर जगह काम आएगा, ठीक है, आइदर इट इज अलजेब्रा, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री और एनी कैलकुलस, राइट। सो नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द tan थीटा, ओके, tan थीटा। So in first quadrant, this is our first quadrant, this is positive positive, first quadrant this is negative positive, this is negative negative, and this is negative positive, this is positive negative, right? So first quadrant mein again here we go, this perpendicular and this is base, this is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. Definitely hypotenuse not important here. So tan theta, this is x, this is x, so tan x will be p by p, tan x is nothing but p by p, so this is p and this is b, means this is y and this is x, and in first quadrant both x and y is positive, okay, so this can be written as positive by positive, right? So in first quadrant again tan theta is positive, in first quadrant like sin theta and cos theta, tan theta is also positive, okay, in first quadrant sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, or you can say any trigonometrical function are positive. Now in second quadrant, this is our second quadrant, this is our second quadrant, right, this is our angle, okay, this is our angle. So here we see this is x is negative and y is positive, x is negative and y is positive, this is x and this is y, so x is negative and y is positive. So in second quadrant tan theta will be equals to p by b. So this is p is x, this is p, this is positive, and this is b, which is negative. So positive by negative gives negative result, right? So again in second quadrant tan theta is negative, in first quadrant tan theta is positive, right? In second quadrant tan theta is negative. Why? Because here base, because this lies in the negative sides of x-axis, so here in second quadrant tan theta is negative, right? Again now let's go to third quadrant. In third quadrant, here in third quadrant, this is our third quadrant, okay? So this is third quadrant, this is x and this is y. So this is negative and this is negative. So tan theta can be written as p by b. So p by b. So in first quadrant we have found that tan theta is p by b. So p is positive and b is also positive. So positive by positive gives positive result, okay? So in first quadrant tan theta is positive. Again in second quadrant here b is negative and p is positive, okay? So negative by, so here we go, positive by negative, this is perpendicular and this is base, so positive by negative gives negative result. In third quadrant, so in third quadrant here is a third quadrant, negative negative, okay? So negative negative, so this is perpendicular and this is base, so this is base and this is perpendicular, both x and y here is negative in third quadrant. So tan theta can be written as negative by negative, so negative by negative is positive result. So in third quadrant tan theta is positive, and fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. So here we go, this is positive, so this is positive and this is negative, okay? So in fourth quadrant tan theta p by b, p is negative and b is positive, so negative positive gives negative result, okay? So in first quadrant tan theta is positive, in second quadrant tan theta is negative, in third quadrant tan theta is negative positive, and fourth quadrant tan theta is negative. So here we conclude, in first and third quadrant tan theta gives positive result, but in second and fourth quadrant, second and fourth quadrant tan theta gives negative result, ठीक है? तो हम लोग आज पढ़े क्वाड्रेंट सिस्टम के बारे में कि कहाँ पे साइन कॉस टेन कौन पॉजिटिव होता है कौन नेगेटिव होता है, ठीक है? तो हम लोग जो है आज को क्लास को यहीं पे कंक्लूड करते हैं, इसको हम लोग आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे, हम लोग आगे इसका क्वेश्चन बनाएंगे, ठीक है? हम लोग आर्य सवाल एनसीईआरटी और अरिहंत का क्वेश्चन कर लेंगे, ठीक है? तो आज के लिए क्लास इतना ही है, हम लोग आगे डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है? अगर आपका क्लास समझ में आया या कुछ डाउट है तो कमेंट करें, और समझ में आया तो लाइक करें, कमेंट करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, ओके? थैंक यू सो मच।